Today's sponsors are Angelo's Interiors, specialising in kitchens, bedrooms and bathrooms. Go and visit their showroom today in Gillingham. Their web address is angelosinteriors.com. And
unlock your potential with Dream Academy Performing Arts. Performing arts schools from ages 3 to adults all over Kent. Book your free trial now at dreamacademypa.com. Welcome to the Cherrywood Podcast with me, Simon Burridge.
And me, Rachel Burridge.
Right, where am I standing? You're standing, just take the clapper ball, get in front of that camera, and say who you are. Licensed to drill.
Right. Good. Right. I'm Graham. I'm from Bond Carpentry Limited.
Dun 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 dun. Ding. There he comes.
Right, do the sign first.
Been waiting for this.
Right.
There's a sign there.
Right.
How long?
Who put it up?
Me. You just see me do it.
Well, if you've done it 10 minutes, and Rach done it about half an hour.
Did you put new tape on it?
From now, ready? From now.
Did you put new tape on it?
No, I didn't put new tape on it. It's not lasting half hour or barely 10 minutes. Bonding me old mate.
How are you, mate?
Oh, good. I'm good. Let's get that nearer to you, like I've already told you. I've already had enough. Move closer. Move closer to the. Move closer.
Right, yeah, I'm close.
We've even, like I say, changed it all up for you today.
Thank you.
My beautiful old mate.
Yeah, long time, mate, isn't it? A long time.
Yeah, so, how long we known each other?
That one bad.
Wow, you gave Simon more credit than he was worth.
It's a bad one as well. See, I like this way around because it could hit the guests on the head.
Oh, great. A
And I
lawsuit
thought I'd
as well.
test it on my old school, mate. So, Bond Carpentry,
Yeah.
Where'd you get the name from?
A lot of debate, but after many hours, I thought I'd use my surname.
A surname that you've never had any stick over, ever?
Never.
No stick, have you, Mr. Bond? It's good to see you.
Yeah,
So
and you?
we've known each other since we were 10, I would say.
Has it been that long?
Easily. I knew you before we went to secondary school with each other.
Yeah, it must have been.
And we was in drum corps together,
Yeah,
weren't
getting
we?
close to 50 now, so it's got to be 40 odd years close on.
Yes, we dressed up.
Yes.
We dressed up and marched together.
We did, mate, we did.
Why are you stroking him? Stop touching him.
I don't know, but I'm getting all sweaty.
Well, the reason I'm stroking him, Rach, is because one time at band camp,
You said you'll never tell anybody.
we did band camp together, didn't we?
Yeah.
Do you know, you did a lot of band camps because you were there a lot longer than me.
What did you play?
I played baritone. He played trumpet. He was a good trumpet player. He was. I bet he's not picked a trumpet up or even
30 years.
shoved it up someone's ass like they do in American Pie. American Pie, isn't it? He shoves it up someone's ass. He might have, I don't know. But he's been to more band camps than I have, and that never happened, I don't think.
No.
Butmore Park, wasn't
I
it?
can remember. Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Butmore
It's a
Park.
bit of a laugh.
And no one told me about band camp. You had to bring your own blankets and things. I bought nothing. I just laid there freezing
It was
cold.
like a squat.
Yeah, it was. And was you in the same room as me? We had Brewster come. Was you there when Brewster came in and blew his smoke over the smoke alarm?
Yeah,
saying don't worry,
that rings a bell.
Saying don't worry, it doesn't affect fags. Don't affect smoke alarms. And
Yeah,
then
that
we was
rings a
all
bell.
evacuated.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that.
It was all evacuated.
Everybody running for the door.
And we didn't. Our room didn't even get the blame. Yet the light was flashing on our room and everything.
Yeah.
So what age were you when this happened?
Oh, right.
Sounded
Like
quite
band
young,
camp.
weren't we?
14, I'd
Yeah,
say.
something like that. Yeah.
And how long had you been?
It was 1990s, wasn't it?
Oh, I was
It was to
three.
do the 1990 final, I
Yeah,
think,
I
or the
think so.
1990 tour.
I can't really remember, to be honest with you, but I do remember a lot of mischievous goings on, shall we say.
So how long had you been playing your instruments
I
for?
met Bondy I met him at school, but 87 I joined, but he was there.
Yeah, I think I started when I was about 8.
Right.
Mm.
Oh, so what made you get into that then?
My dad.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it your dad? So how was your dad connected to it? I loved your dad, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's not get too into
No, we won't go down that route. But no, basically, he just, I don't know, it was one for encouraging you to do something. And I think the school just sent round a bit of a flyer sort of thing saying, would your children be interested in doing this? And he said, get your ass down there, and the rest is history.
Was you playing trumpet before then? Because we both played trumpet at school as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
And you had Carl Hammond. Carl Hammond?
Yeah.
Which is no, not Carl, was it? Carl Hammond was the one in Brushstrokes.
Yeah, but it was his dad.
His dad.
Yeah.
His dad taught us. Brushstrokes was a series way before your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it was good. It was good. But over the years, you just get to a point, life takes over, and
So it's just random that you picked up the trumpet, and you could have gone for any instrument, or just you.
I suppose so. Yeah, I don't know. It was more to a point. My dad just said to me, "Yeah, how about that?" I went, "Yeah, all right. No worries. We'll give it a go," and he just carried on from that. But
it was good.
But yeah, I don't know. Probably played it up to about probably like 20 or something like that. It was.
Did you stop at 20?
I think so. Yeah.
When did you stop then?
Oh, a bit before that, 16, 17. 17.
Yeah, I think it's about 20. I still got it.
When I started my apprenticeship, I think I've still got the mouthpiece on mine.
Yeah, I've still got it at home. I just haven't ever. Well,
is that the band one?
No.
I kept the band.
No, that went on eBay.
You meant to.
I kept the band one. Well, it had disbanded, but then they started up again, and they come and found me and asked me for it back.
Did I?
Oh yeah. I think
I haven't got it.
Mark Brewster, wasn't it? Mark Brewster. You remember Mark Brewster?
I remember Mark. Yeah,
he's a policeman now, I think.
Is he?
No
wonder he come to ask for it back. But no, it was good times. It was good times when you were younger. There was a lot of good people there, wasn't it? We used to go out. Used to go out quite a bit. Then we had parties and down the pub and so on.
And we still have reunions. It's like we're back there again.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Because you had one quite recently, didn't you?
Oh well, you say quite recent, mate.
About 4 years ago.
About 4 years ago was a very small one. Bondy wasn't there. We didn't want to invite him.
No,
I think you had been invited.
I wasn't allowed to go to that one.
I think you had been invited, but I don't know why.
Yeah, I couldn't make it that day. But
there was a lot of people way before my time. I knew about 3 people there, but it was.
Yeah.
So for anyone wondering what the hell we're talking about, it was the Gresham Drum and Bugle Corps, wasn't it?
At one stage.
Then it changed to the Kingsmen.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're called the Black Knights now. I don't know if they're still going, Black Knights.
I think they are.
Yeah. It was never Black Knights when we were there. Was it for you?
No.
No.
So you were the Kingsmen? The original?
The original.
We're the Kingsmen. We are the original Kingsmen. Anyway, should we have some of that? No. Yeah. We were the original Kingsmen. I've still got the jacket. I should have worn it.
Yeah,
I should have worn it.
I have as well, actually.
You put it out the loft, didn't you?
Yeah.
The
I think I've still got mine.
Oh, we should have worn them today.
That'd be funny. It wouldn't fit us now, would it?
Like Lycra, wouldn't it? I might still have the outfit. I might still have the uniform.
Oh, God.
Have you?
Yeah, I've still got the uniform. Mum's still got the uniform somewhere.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Imagine me wearing that while he's here. What did I weigh back then? I weighed about 10 stone soaking wet, didn't I, back then? That would have been beautiful.
No,
Bend over, ask.
There's a lot of good times, though. There's a lot of good times. Made lots of good mates, didn't we, and that?
Did you have
kept
to,
us off the streets.
Yeah.
Constant travel. Blimey, was going to Wales and everything.
Ooh.
Travel? Wales. I tried to make that really impressive. I bet you thought I was going to say like the States.
America, yeah.
Well, some of them did go and tour, didn't they?
Yeah.
Some of them, you get a lot. Holland love drum corps. So for anyone that don't know, a drum corps isn't just like up the road.
Right,
it's meant to be American football pitch, isn't it? Because you use the markings, the yardage markings to do your performance. So you do a performance as in a formation performance. It 15 minutes, weren't they?
Yeah, something like that.
Competition time, you had to perform 15 minutes.
So you had to play and
march. Play and march in formation.
Because when I was a lot younger, it was like we had when it was Gresham, we had some families come over from Holland with their following the kids and whatever else, and we're still to this day friends with one of the couples that were over there.
You are?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah, she's still. I mean, she's quite old now. I think she's in her late 70s and whatever else. But she's, she always contacts and happy Christmas, and we get a Christmas card come through, and they're really nice people, and it's yeah,
they love it over there.
Good community, really.
But drum corps more American than anything. That's where the Super League is, and you know what I mean. You go to America.
Yeah.
So our corps used to have how many people? 40.
Cool. On a good day.
Yeah, 40 people. I think the maximum was 110, wasn't it? Or 108.
Something
A weird
like
number, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it used to literally be loads of them. So that trumpet players, there'd be 10. You know what I mean? There'd be 10 of me. And in our band, there was 3 trumpet players, 3 baritone players, you know. But we had a laugh. It kept us off the streets. And when the thing is, we used to play local sometimes, and then you see schoolmates, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, no, what am I doing? Thing is, you quite enjoyed it, you know, or you did enjoy it.
Until you see your mates.
Then you see your mates and you think, oh, no, what am I doing?
I'm just glad American Pie wore out. Really got so much shite from it.
So could you tell if someone went wrong? Because obviously there was a few of you doing it. You could really tell if someone went wrong.
It's not just wrong in playing, it's wrong in positioning as well. And while you're doing this, so you're in an American football field, so a football pitch basically.
Yeah.
While you're doing this, there's 3 judges walking around you, going through you. So if you're in a line, you're marching in a line.
And you were told to aim for them. You know, if they're in the way, just go for them.
They've got to dodge you, but they're judging you right next to you. So if you hit a bum note next to one of them, then and he's the one that's judging the actual music, then you know doesn't go down too well. And then there's one judging the actual performance itself. I think there'd be another judge up in the stand watching the formation and all.
So how long would it actually take for you guys to learn a bit of music and to actually perform?
Well, you used to do it, wasn't it?
Twice a week. Twice a year.
Twice a year. We were good.
Twice a week.
But no, it was that sort of thing, wasn't it? I can't remember exactly when it was. I think, off the top of my head, I think it was like March or April the 1st.
Yeah.
Was it the
September
first
was the final?
Yeah, and then you had between September and say March the whole thing again.
So a good 6 months of practice. And
yeah. I always remember the first final what I couldn't make was September 26, 87, because it was my sister's wedding. But we never got into the final anyway, so it's always out. Yeah. So final was always that. But
I was 2 months old then.
Yeah, right.
2 months.
2 months old.
Where was you? I didn't see that.
But we used to rehearse twice a week. But then when it got to finals, we would be 4 times a week, wouldn't it? But Sunday was from like 9 till
it was a long day.
9 till 5.
We didn't have a life.
Really.
And we used to be marching and playing for at least
in Asda's car park.
Yeah, Asda car park.
What the Asda does in Gray's End? Yeah.
Before it had the double, so Asda Gray's End, before it had the double sort of car park, it just used to be one flat car park.
Yeah.
We used to be in there, Mepham School, wasn't it? The old Southfield School. We went everywhere to rehearse. It would drive neighbours mad because they're hearing a band playing constantly.
We had to change venue, you know, here and there because people would start going, it's noisy and start complaining.
Yeah, I can imagine. If you've got like 20, 25 kids all playing the same music, oh God, that would be insane.
Yeah. So we did that. And then there'd be break, wouldn't there? Yeah. And in break, we'd be playing football. So we was as fit as anything because I was holding this weight in front of me like that for 8 hours and then playing football afterwards. I don't ever remember being knackered, do you? And
then down the pub at night.
But we'd go to McDonald's and get 5 cheeseburgers and eat 4 bites and the cheeseburger's gone. Oh, those were the days. No weight at all. It was beautiful. No, that was drum corps out the way. I didn't think we'd be talking about that.
No, I didn't know that one was coming.
No, did I? See, that's what this podcast's all about, Bondy. By the way, welcome to the Cherrywood Podcast.
Thank you very much.
I'm really good at promoting this. So, carpentry is your thing.
It is.
Yeah, licensed to drill.
Yeah.
I won't take this too much. No, but
he wanted it.
I wanted it. Did I say that?
You did say. You sent me through a logo with that on there.
Licensed to drill. Bondy, why haven't you done it? Someone's already done it.
That's exactly what Missy said. You should have a play on words.
100%. You've got Bond as your surname. The best bloody surname in the world.
Not from this end.
Jesus. And you're treating it like it's bloody a surname that's Hitler or something. It's Bond. You know, and there's coasters for a reason and everything.
I think we might have one, haven't we?
I'm saying minutes.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry.
Have you seen how scratched this is?
I didn't even see that.
I just wanted to give you some shit, that's all.
No, but the thing is, we've got a James Bond coaster at home, so I'm thinking he's bought it into the studio.
We should have bought the James Bond coaster for you.
I can't see it in front of this mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is quite an important thing with a podcast. Moan about anything he does.
No, he's put it straight back in front of it again.
Yeah. Anyway, so we went to school together. We went to Northfleet School for Boys. Didn't we? Did you like school?
I wouldn't say I liked it. I went because I had to go, but no, it was all. The thing is, it all depends what you was doing, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it all depends.
What lesson you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the teachers, well, you take a liking to some and a dislike to others, don't you? It's the same anywhere.
Was there one teacher that stood out for you guys and went, oh my God, this person, she was the best teacher ever?
The teacher I personally have respect for was Mrs. Perkins.
Yeah.
She never raised her voice.
She was my form teacher at one stage.
She never raised her voice, but you would never mess about in her class. Mm-hmm. She had the class. You know what I mean? You didn't captivate the class. She was all right. She was English teacher, but she had that mannerism where you just wouldn't F with her, honestly.
Mm. There's not many teachers like that nowadays, are there? Because they all have to be PC. You're not allowed to raise your voice over a subject.
Oh, it's definitely changed.
She also used to wear really loose jumpers and all bonded, didn't she?
I don't know. I never noticed.
That got us through puberty. That did. That got us through puberty. Thanks, Mrs. Perkins.
Oh, you sick.
Well, we were growing lads.
Miss Perkins. Oh, goodness. She may be 70 odd now.
Yeah, I hope she ain't listening.
And then Miss Jones, history.
She done art, didn't she?
Religious studies, wasn't it? Miss Jones. Religious. RE. Don't remember her.
I meant like influential. Like,
sorry.
Really, like,
I thought you meant which ones were fit.
Something to you, not that you would go
Well, as a growing lad, she did.
We had this crafts teacher called Mr. Flack, right? And
don't remember him.
Mr. Flack had sideburns.
What's crafts teacher? Like?
DT, design technology. Okay. So
what was the? I can't remember his name now. The teacher.
You can get a bit closer, Rach, if you want.
We was in.
I'm worried you're not on.
We used to run down the corridor and we used to go, "You boy."
That's Mr. Limbert. No, Mr.
I can't remember his name. I keep thinking it's Mr. Johns, but Mr. Johns was the
you boy. Who, me, sir? Yes, you, sir. You
used to run down the corridor, bag on your shoulder because you was trying to get out or whatever else. You'd be running down the corridor and you're just there, "You boy," and you'd sort of like. Slow motion, you just come to it.
I'm not going to look
you, sir.
But the walls used to go.
Oh, God.
Yes, you, sirs. You, sir. Who, me, sir? Yes, you, sir. And then it was Mr. Limbert, and he had a Limbert rap, didn't they?
Was it Mr. Mellin?
Mellin. That's it, Mr. Mellin.
Hello, Mr. Mellin.
Descendants of Mr. Mellin.
You must have got. Were you good at DT and stuff like that if you're now in college?
Yeah, I mean,
shit.
Yeah.
You must have enjoyed it.
It's the thing of like, I used to enjoy that side of things, you know, like when you done practical, like we've done CDT, didn't we? Yeah. And it was like craft design technology where you designed it, made it, whatever.
Yeah.
And I used to enjoy that. That used to involve things like woodwork, metalwork, that sort of thing, didn't it?
Yeah.
And I just preferred that more than some of the other lessons, you know, and it's... I don't know. It's just I never planned to actually go into like this sort of trade.
Oh, right. Okay.
It was more to the point of you just fall into things, don't you, as you go along. So
did you have an idea what you wanted to do?
Electrician. I wanted to be.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah. Why didn't you go that way?
We went for. It was me. Do you remember Danny Saunders?
Yeah.
Right. So me and Danny Saunders went for a same apprenticeship at electrical contractors.
Okay.
He got it. I didn't.
Right.
So then I was bouncing around different jobs, doing bits and pieces. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. And then I can't remember the bloke's name now, but somebody we knew from school.
Right.
I was walking to work one day and, just said, "How you doing, mate? You ain't seen you in a while, just having a chat. What you up to, where you working, that sort of thing." He said, "Oh, I'm doing a carpentry apprenticeship." So what's that all about?
Well,
so he said, "Oh, well, I'm doing roofs, I'm doing doors, I'm doing this, I'm doing that." He started explaining it. I went, "Oh, that sounds all right. That might be a bit of me." I said, "How did you get into it?" So he said to me, "Oh, I've gone for a training course. You had to apply for it and go on from there." And I thought, yeah, I'll have a go at that. So I applied. I got into the course. You had to do like a basic what's 2 and 2.
Right.
One had one.
Did you fail it?
Yeah, I was straight through that one. But no, go for a basic thing. And then you got into like a training. It was a CITB training scheme. And then we started doing, I think it was off the top of my head, I think it was a year in college to learn the basics and whatever else. Then you started going on to building sites, 6 months here and then back in college. So it was block release. First time on site, looking at it, thinking, this is how it's described. Do you know, it was a bit sort of like rabbit in headlights sort of thing. But stuck with it. And 4 years later on, the company I was working for at the time, and we was doing like new builds in Medway, they said to us, right, 4 years down the line, you're at your time now. You know, we've got nothing for you to go on to. Basically, you've got to put on your big boy pants and go out and find something yourself.
Yeah.
So went on site and tried doing a few bits and pieces. The problem I had with the company when I was doing the 4 years training, they would go to you, right, you can do skirting, you can put that door on. Next house, you can do skirting, you can put that door on. Next house, skirting, door. And it was like very, so you could go and throw a bit of skirting on, no problems.
Yeah.
And you can go and put a door on, no problems. But you gave me a roof, I wouldn't have a clue what I was doing.
Yeah.
And yet again, you was a bit out of your comfort zone. So you're classed as a carpenter after 4 years, but you didn't have a clue what you was doing, to be honest with you. And I was a bit hit and miss. I didn't know if I wanted to carry it on after that time or whatever else.
It knocks your confidence when you're not sure.
Yeah, it does. And you know your name, Dean Rose.
Dean Rose.
He was in the band.
Oh, yeah.
With
yeah,
Cyril.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cyril, their dad, he was a carpenter. And because I was speaking to Dean and whatever else, he said, my dad wants to work with you. And I said, yeah, all right, no problems. He said, well, will you come and work with me? I said, to be honest with you, I'm thinking about giving it up. And he just turned around, sorry.
That's all right. It makes a change because mine's usually, how big is that phone?
He said, he said, what we'll do, he said, is I'll come around to pick you up and you can come work with us. And I said, do you know what? I'm not particularly that worried. I said, let me make a decision what I want to do, sort of thing. And then he said, well, get your ass up. He said, I'll be around Monday morning. He said, if you ain't up, he said, I'll be coming through the door. So it was like, right, I better get up, because he was a bit like that. He was,
He was a short guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was a bit like that. So anyway, cut long story short, started going to work with him. He brought my confidence out a bit in that respect. Bits I didn't know. He said, just watch me.
Yeah.
And just went through like that. And then, after I've been with him a couple of years, 2-3 years, you've got your confidence. And then I've just started, I've gone from that side of things. I've gone through insurance work. I went through 10 years of shop fitting. I've done new builds, extensions, that sort of thing now. And from working for companies to starting your own thing and actually taking more control over it, it's a really good, it's a good position to be into.
So that must have been a little bit scary for you when you did actually say, right, I've worked this time, now I'm going to go and start my own company.
Yeah.
Having that massive step.
Well, to be totally honest with you, I just got fed up of putting other people's stuff right.
Yeah.
Companies having problems, they're sending somebody to do the job. And you're getting a phone call that night saying, can you go back there because somebody's done something wrong? Can you go and fix it? Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I might as well get my own work, go out and do my own work. And then if there is anything that goes wrong,
you would know.
Yeah, it's me that's got to fix it anyway. Yeah. So you get the benefits out of, having more control, should we say. But, everybody makes mistakes.
But it must have been hard because obviously your profession is very hands-on. So just watching someone and them saying, put the skirting up, put the door up, must have been so repetitive and so boring for you. Yeah. And like you said, you're not actually learning anything from that.
That's the trouble at the moment. Companies I've worked for in the past, they've got young lads that are took on as apprentices, and you can see it's exactly the same, same situation. They get used as cheap labour.
Yeah. They do.
Yeah.
And the kids that are coming through, they haven't got a chance at the moment. They really haven't, because if they are being used, they're being used as cheap labour. And to be fair, with the economy the way it is, it's only the people that have got reputations or that sort of thing that are actually going to, have to work. So they're not necessarily going to want to take on a younger generation. So, it's a bit of a dodgy world out there at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. So How long you had Bond Carpentry for?
Actually, Bond Carpentry has been trading 4 years. But previous to that, it was a situation of working for a company. Let's go back a little bit. I was working for a company. Then I went into partnership with somebody as your own business, shop fitting. Didn't really work. There's various reasons it didn't really work. Partly we wanted two different things out of the company. So in that respect, it was like, right, let's just go back and work for somebody. So we went back and worked for somebody. Funny enough, we were working alongside each other. But no, it's so we went back to work for a company, and then it got to a point where I just thought, after I think it was like 6 years, I thought, do you know what, this really ain't for me. I've got, you're getting older. You got one shot at this. If you're going to do it, let's do it. So
how's it going now? All right,
it's not too bad. We've, you're gaining a lot of good contacts through the industry. It's like some people we work for just as clients. They might be a painter or something.
Yeah.
So they've got you in to do that, and then you've formed a good.
You make that bond.
Yeah. I thought getting in before you do, but no, a good relationship. And I've done, we've done work for them people on different jobs, so their clients. You've actually got brought into and done the work for.
And
so
vice versa as well.
Yeah, totally.
Go, actually, I know a really good painter.
Totally, it's word of mouth. It's a lot of it is word of mouth, and it's really good when you can form a good relationship with other trades. It's there's one bloke especially. He keeps passing on bits and pieces, like either the number or jobs through other clients. So yeah, it's going well. It's going really well.
So you formed this about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That was right in COVID. How did that affect?
It was right in COVID. Funnily enough, it's one of the best times to start it because everybody had a bit of extra cash.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone wanted something done. They go.
Yeah, it was.
We even got you to do something.
That's very true.
But no, it's that thing. It's solely. It's a strange thing because although COVID was a major problem for everybody. Everybody was getting furloughed. Everybody had that little bit extra money. Weren't going away on holiday, were they? And that. So it's funny if you could get past the thing of gaining access and working in a mask and areas and whatever. It was a good time because we never was. We were really, really busy. So it was a good time. It was a good time.
It was just not being able to get the materials that you needed.
No.
Was getting
it was that was a bit of a nightmare. But
through the roof, weren't they?
Yeah.
Prices. Is it still up though?
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's ridiculous.
It hasn't gone down at all since COVID, really, is it?
It's started to turn slightly,
right?
Very, very slightly, but it's nothing what it was. But whether that's down to Brexit, whether that's down to COVID, whether that's down, I've heard various stories about, when that blockage was in the Suez Canal.
Yeah.
I've heard that was part of it. But what is the truth? I don't know.
Well, they're fighting on the canal now, isn't there? And there was that ship, wasn't there?
Yeah.
That got stuck.
Yeah. All I know is that, it's outpricing a lot of the work, shall we say. Because by the time you bought your materials, by the time you put your labour on it, by the time you've took all your overheads on it and all that lot, a lot of people don't tend to realise. So you're should I say you're outpricing yourself before you even get there. But everybody's got to be the same.
So what thing do you like doing the most? Is it like a renovation? Is it house renovation, or is it something different?
You're second fix, aren't you? Mainly.
Yeah.
Tell people what second fix is.
Right. Second fixing is basically anything internally on a property. So that is second fixing. So anything wood internally is second fix. First fix is anything external.
Like roof,
joist roofs,
right? Okay,
porches, that sort of thing. What
about internal walls? Would that be in second fix?
That normally comes under first fix. It's normally anything you can see after the property's finished is second fix.
So you've got the shell, and then you come in and you would do.
Yeah.
So would you class the stairs banister as being second or first?
I personally would class actually putting the stairs in as first fix.
Well, then you're full of shite, aren't you? Because that's inside the house.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I'll
And I can say that to him. He's my old mate.
Stop picking hairs, mate. Stop picking hairs. No, but basically, the stairs.
We're talking wardrobes.
Yeah, but you cover that with carpet, didn't you? You cover the stairs with
I don't
carpet.
cover the banister with carpet.
No, that's his second fix.
That's what I was on about. I said the banister.
No, the actual stairs.
The stairs themselves.
Yeah, I get
The stairs itself is first fix.
Because it's
And the
the shelf,
banister
the
is second.
house.
I'm sure I said the banister, didn't I?
Did
Yeah,
he?
but then you went up to the stairs as well.
Well, it's connected to the stairs.
Oh, not always. No, it's
I don't know. I'll shut off this side. I'm listening to you.
I'll just go sleep here waiting to have a chat.
We'll just poke him or throw something at him to wake him up.
Look, I've got a weird buzz going on in here in the old mic, so you two chat. I'll just try and work out what the hell that is. Oh well.
Where was we?
Oh, yeah.
So second fix. So you do like what Ren do, don't you?
What,
Is it Ren?
kitchens and...
The wardrobe.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
What is that company called that does
It's red.
fitted kitchen, fitted wardrobes and stuff? So if you've got an eave, you can design something that goes under the eave that's like a wardrobe, can't you? So you're not buying it from like a store.
No, you're basically...
Bespoke wardrobe.
Yeah, you're doing a lot. That's what we find ourselves at the moment going forwards is we're doing a lot of wardrobes, we're doing a lot of understairs stuff, like things that people ripped out years ago where you've got like the chimney breast and you've got the cupboards either side and all that lot. That's now going back in. It's turned full circle now. Lot of wall panelling. That seems to be a major thing that people want these days.
Yeah,
But
it's back again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just everything that was ripped out 20, 30 years ago is now going back in.
The old Toy Story rooms.
Yeah.
Toy Story had panelling up to there, didn't it?
Did it?
But
Yeah.
But no, it's,
Andy's room had panelling up to there.
it's that sort of thing with that. It goes through a process. I mean, I've got a program that I use to design the whatever somebody tells me. And then you can give it to them so they can price it. Okay it so then I can price it. But some people come up with some really random, things. What they want, they really do. It's you look at it and think, why would you want that? But yes, no problems. I can do that for you.
Oh, we know. We've been asked a few times to say, "Oh, can we have this shot?" And you're thinking, "Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
we'll do
we've
it."
been asked to do some. We've been asked to do some weird shots.
Do you remember that one? Where
Yes. I know what you're about to say. Just a bottle of drink.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll have to tell me later on this one.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? So it's a scenario for you. Say someone's got a utility room they want to get done.
Scenario.
I would say, let me just put a rough measurement out there, 2 meters by 1.4.
Yeah.
And they
very
got
old
that is
decor.
random.
and they got a washing machine and a dryer. Yeah, you got a
Do you
washing
want me to show you a
machine and
picture
dryer.
of it?
Would you go for the would you go for standard kitchen units, or would you design something bespoke for it?
It's down to the individual client.
Yeah.
It is literally we've done home office or a couple of home offices for somebody, and one person wanted it designed and built from scratch, and the other person said to us, "Do you think you can use kitchen cabinets, take the legs off of them, and actually set it to the floor and make it as like a home office?" And I was a bit like, "Yeah, no problems. Never done it before, but yeah, it's only a kitchen at the end of the day." And they were really happy with it. It came out really well.
So you do So you do like to have inspiration from your client as well. If they say, "Oh, I've got this idea," and you sort of roll with it. Or?
Yeah, well, you try to listen and take in what everybody wants. Sometimes there are better ways of doing things than they actually have put it across.
Have you had to say no to someone before? Say this will really not.
I never say no.
Just suggest something else.
Okay.
I never say no. It's more to the point of just saying to somebody, have you thought about doing it this way, or have you? Because if the client wants it, the client's always right. It's if they
like structurally.
Yeah. Structurally, if there's going to be an issue, then you can say to them, right, do you know what? You're going to have to do it this way because of. But as long as you can explain yourself,
then they're all right.
Yeah. So, but no, you know, there are some real random shapes and colours and bits and pieces that people want. I mean, generally, we can offer the pre-finished stuff. So you know, like your kitchens are, you know, so it's like already vinyl wrapped, that sort of thing. Or we can offer it in like, you know, a lot of people are asking for MDF because they want to paint it themselves. And some people, you know, you've done a job for somebody because that's exactly what they want and how they want it, and they're over the moon. And I'm looking at it thinking, right, okay, you know, fine, as long as you're happy. And they've sent through pictures after they've painted it. And do you know what? I'm shocked how good that looks.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to say it looks
they've really come. They've got this vision, but you can't necessarily see the finish.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Well, when we had obviously our, I don't know what you call it, pagoda out the back, and you said, "Oh, it's going to be like this."
Yeah. What did you make us? I can never remember.
Is it pagoda?
Yeah,
it is pagoda.
And Sam said, "I want this, I want that." I'm looking at it thinking, yeah, but that's just going to get in the way. And now I love it. It's amazing out there.
And do you know what? It was one of the hardest clients to work with.
I can understand that.
Just keep seeing him looking out the window.
No, I didn't.
Just like that.
I didn't have to look out the window. I just had a GoPro on you the whole time. I thought we might nick something. Like one of the MR toes.
Oh, dear.
We both got MR toes, Toyota MR toes, and we bonded. We hadn't seen each other for a few years, had we?
No.
And then I bought an MR2 and you contacted me and said, Simon, I really want to be like you.
Yeah, something like that. No,
You're an inspiration to me.
I just literally, I saw he was posted it all over Facebook. Then he had it, and I thought, oh, I always wanted one of them.
And he told you to shut the fuck up about your MRT. That's what he actually was. Will you stop posting these bloody pictures? Everyone knows you got an MRT.
You've still got yours, haven't you?
Yeah, still got it. Still sitting there pretty in the garage.
Went and bought it with him.
What colour's yours? Red?
Red.
Yeah, that's the same as my original. Actually, I had that one. So it's a Mark II.
Yeah,
if anyone wants to nick it, Mark II, 1989.
Yeah, registration.
Keys are left on this.
Oh dear, that's good.
You never fancy going up to the shows? You know, the loser shows that he goes up to. Sorry, Emma.
To be honest with you, I'm scared he won't make it.
Who, me or the
or the car? Yeah.
I'm not giving him mouth to mouth again.
Oh dear. Right, tell us about a job that stands out for you, that you're really proud of.
Job that stands out. Right, there's a couple we've done recently that are new builds. Both of them we've come in at a later stage when there's been either like, I don't know, the carpenters that have been there previous haven't performed, or there's been a disagreement or something like that. We've gone in just to help out and ended up being there and doing the whole job.
Right.
And that was 2 before Christmas, and they're both really high standards as such that the items that are going in there are quite bespoke, and it's, you know, you stand back and look at it now and you think, that's really nice.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the clients have spent a lot of money on it. They really have spent a lot of money. I mean, but they're really... You know, it's something again. Can you build this media wall for us? Yeah, no problems. What do you want?
Because media walls are the new thing.
Yeah, that's it. Can you build this media? Oh, I want one in my bedroom. Okay, no problems. Oh, and one in the front room, and one here, and one there, all in the same house.
Yeah.
And, you know, so what size TV do you want? Oh, we'll have an 80-inch TV in there. And it's like, you know, it's that sort of level of what, you know, but... Fair play to them. You know, they've got the money, they want to spend it, and it's made a really
with
nice.
A certain company that don't do a lot of houses, or
no, these are all contacted privately.
Oh, right, brilliant.
So you know, and who knows what goes on from there? Because one of the clients are a developer as well. This is his own house he's doing, but he's a developer as well, and he's got contacts.
Nice,
you just don't know where things go, do you?
It's about who you know, not what you know.
Totally.
Yep.
It's always that way. Always.
So have you ever had, obviously you work with tools and in the industry.
Work with his nephew. His nephew works with
Steve, yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Have you ever had any accidents?
Loads.
Or any, I've got to go to A&E because I've chopped my finger off?
Yeah, we've had a few serious cuts.
Oh.
Have you?
But yeah, you probably can't see it now, but there's a grinder across the knuckle there.
Oh.
You know, and a few things where, you know, you think, do I want to look at my hands? You know, it's that sort of thing. Is it still attached?
Oh, God.
But these things happen. It comes with the territory. But, you know, that's the thing. You know, you'll take something like that, but I can't even go and get a jab.
Can't you?
No, I hate needles.
But you
I can cut my finger off. It don't bother me. You know, I don't know what it is. It's really weird. But you know, you sit there pulling it apart. Going, oh, look at that! I can see the bone.
If I just super glue it up, that's his thing. I'll just super glue it up. Don't worry.
But no, that's the thing. I mean, it's just all about trying to be as careful as you can. Yeah, there's always that risk something's going to happen, or you know. But been lucky up to now.
Touch wood.
Yeah. Those disc saws, mate. Blimey.
Yeah, been lucky up to now. But it's always that. You know, sometimes. You know, best will in the world, when you're rushing sometimes to do something, get a job finished, or, you know, you're up against a tight deadline, you do slip slightly sometimes. You know, you think, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But, you know, I've been lucky.
Good. So how many people have you got working for you then?
There's only Steve.
Right, so it's just the two of you?
Yeah. Because he was my apprentice.
Oh.
Good for you many years ago. And he works very much the same way as I do. Obviously.
And when he was a baby.
Yeah.
Remember going around his sister's house and little baby was there. Yeah.
Oh. When we used to play pool, weren't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not with the baby.
Yeah. Steve was the ball. But no, it's like, you know, he's been with me now for, I don't know, probably 2.5 years now.
No, more than that.
No. Was it?
Well, I think Abergoda's over 2.5 years.
3 years,
isn't it? Abergoda's over 2.5 years, isn't it?
I don't know. 2 years? Oh.
I thought he'd been with you a long time.
Oh, no, he's been... Because the same thing again, as I was saying, he was my apprentice, and he was my apprentice when I was shop fitting.
Right.
So we're going back... I mean, how old is he now? I think he's like 35, so he was like 18 at the time. So he was like, you know, I taught him. He works very much the same way as I do. He's got good mannerisms with the clients, and you know, it just works. Yeah, it works well.
And if you've taught him, then you both know how to be in that situation, right? So you both work together, and you can both closely go, oh, if we do this, we can do this.
Well,
you do this.
It's funny because it's a thing of like, you know, I'll be doing something or he'll be doing something or whatever.
You won't have to talk about it.
And you go, can you just get,
it's there.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
It's there.
You know what each other's doing. Yeah. That's what we're like, you know, when we're working together.
Yeah. That's not what Rach said. She can't bloody stand you.
Well, I know that. It's got nothing to do with it.
No, it's normally, if we're filming a wedding, he's at one end, I'm at the other, and I'm in his camera shot, he just looks at me and I'm going, and it's just that raised eyebrow, and I think, oh shit.
Yeah,
it's good.
We can communicate about talking, can't we?
Yeah.
It's really, really good when you've got that thing going, you know, where you can, with a want of a better phrase, read each other's mind.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, it's working well.
Good.
It is working well. It's, you know, we did look, you know, possibly last year of bringing somebody else in.
I do. Okay, I'll come.
Well, the invite was sent, mate, but I didn't get a reply.
It's not very good.
I made a guitar case at school. Does that help?
Have you still got that? Have you? Oh, it's in your mum's house, isn't it?
Antique now.
It's though. It's antique. I made it in 1990. 33 years old. Well, it would have been 89 I made it.
During the war.
35 years old, that guitar case.
Oh, it's only a year older than me. No, you're younger than me.
I hate
that make you feel good about it?
I don't know. We went to see Top Gun the other day, well, a few months ago now. And we're just about to start. I said, oh, it'd be good watching this. She said, I wasn't born when the first one came out.
Wasn't you?
No. And I just went...
And then he punched me.
Piss off, Rachel.
And left. Although, talking about cinemas, we once went to the cinema and it was in Devon. And he was so embarrassed. And it was a tiny little, like, old school cinema, so it only had 2 screens and really old fashioned. It was really cool. So we took the kids in half term, and me and the kids were sitting there. And he went, I need a wee. So we got up and walked through all of us. And as he came back, I bent down to get something out of my bag and he walked past us and I just saw him walk past thinking, where's he going? Thinking, oh, he's being funny on purpose. And then he does this thing where obviously, because I tried to trip him up all the time, he then came back and put his arse in my face and really rubbed it in there and like barged past me and everything like that. And I just turned around and went, Simon, that's not me. And he looked around and it was another woman.
It was another woman.
So, from my perspective, right, I've left the cinema, I've gone to the toilet, I've turned round, and there's my wife, my daughter, and my son, right? Wife's at the end of the aisle, daughter, and then son, or the other way round, son, daughter. And I came back. I then see a red-haired woman, a blonde-haired girl, long-haired girl, and a blonde-haired boy. I thought, well, I'm going to have her. So I've steamed down there, and I have literally, Bondi, barged in there and gone to grab her boobs, right? And then heard that, Simon, that's not me. Exactly the same looking family was a row in front. And I'd gone to this woman and started doing all this to this unknown. And
obviously I bent down as he's come down. He hasn't seen it. He's just seen these two kids gone, oh, that's my family in front. And then gone
I've attacked the wrong woman.
And he was so embarrassed the whole film. He just sat there and went, I can't watch this.
I apologised to the woman. She was laughing. She was laughing. So I'm so sorry. I cuddled her and I was just devastated.
I said, I don't know.
Yeah, who is this bloke? It was so funny. I do that I drop myself in it all the time. I go and cuddle people in Morrison's.
Oh yeah, he's done that before.
Hello, how are you? She went, you don't know me. I went, yes I do. No, I'm not. Oh my God. I do it all the time.
There going,
I feel like I recognise anyone. Everyone I see, I feel like I've known them from somewhere. It's probably a wedding. Yeah, but it's probably a wedding or something I've done. Oh, but I commit though. That's the thing. I commit.
So I have to be
make a fool out
that angel on his shoulder now going, are you sure you know this bit? Are you sure? Are they going to... Yeah. Sorry, he's been let out for the day.
Oh, dear. I drop myself in it all the time.
Oh, but that was so funny. Anyway, sorry, getting back to the conversation.
No, carry on. I'm enjoying this.
Right, how do people find you, Bondi?
Right, we have got a presence on Instagram, Facebook, Checker Trade.
So what's your name on Instagram? At Bond Carpentry Limited?
Yep.
Is it limited?
Yep.
On there?
No, it's not. Sorry, limited
at
on there.
Bond Carpentry. Yep. And what's the other ones you said?
If you just research it on Checker Trade, you can just put in
Checker Trade.
Bond Carpentry. And
what's your score on Is there a score on Checker Trade?
100% on that.
Oh, 100% on Checker Trade.
You get a lot of work from that then, Checker Trade?
Yep. Yeah, it's starting to slow down a little bit because there's so many people, like the new builds that are out there are slowing down due to interest rates and whatever else. So people are not buying as many, so the building sites are slowing. So there's a lot of people that are coming out of that now and going into like domestic market. So if you want to say, you can notice, if you go on there, you can notice all these companies starting to pop up.
Yeah.
So there's more companies starting to come on, which is a thing of it's literally, should we say, slowing down the work. Because it's a funny thing with Checker Trade. I never knew this when I took it out. It doesn't matter your score to how high you come up in the listing. It's all to do with the latest feedback.
Oh,
right. Okay.
So if I've done a job for you and you left that feedback that night, I will go to the top of the list. And then somebody else, like another company, Joe Blogs Carpentry, will get the next one, then Smiths and so on, and you'll start dropping in that list. So that's how it sort of, how they try to make it fair.
Yeah.
But the problem is you've got some clients that you'll do brilliant work for, they're over the moon, but you say to them, can you leave feedback? Yeah, I'll do that for you tonight.
And they don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. You might send them an email with the invoice just going, thanks for being lovely clients, thanks for the coffee, so on and so on. Please could you leave feedback and attach the link to it? And they still don't do it.
Maybe it's worth saying the reasons for...
Yeah, well, I've tried that in the past. I've just...
Use ChatGPT. Oh, mate.
No, you say to them, like, can you... this really helps us in future projects, that sort of thing. Please, could you leave feedback? And some do, some don't. It's unfortunately, it's.
I've got an idea for you.
Yeah, go on.
Give them a discount if they leave feedback.
Yeah, a discount.
I've thought about that one.
For what, another project?
If they leave so say we give you £50 back if you leave feedback.
Because somebody I know does a similar sort of thing, but what they do is they say, if you leave us feedback, we'll put you into a drawer.
Yeah.
And at the end of the month,
they win a draw.
Yeah. You've basically got all these names in a hat, basically.
Yeah.
And
you pull it out and you get a Amazon voucher for 20 quid or something.
All that effort for an Amazon voucher was
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, but our daughter would love that, wouldn't she?
But that's how they try and encourage it.
Yeah.
There are ways of doing it, but people are so busy and...
I know. It's a pain in the arse, isn't it?
And I feel
Clean you up, are we?
Oh, sorry, babe. I think I just called you babe as well. Sorry, babe.
I feel like I'm annoying people. If I ask more than twice, like, please leave feedback.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm annoying people.
Do you find that as well then?
Yeah, but we don't have checker trade, really.
No. It's
I don't even know videography and photography. It's not really... Well, it's a trade, isn't it? But it's not really a trade, is it?
No. It'd be very hit and miss.
But with that checker trade, there's a lot of people out there that are just literally feeling the water.
Yeah.
To get an approximate price. So you can go through some of the, through the procedure of going around there, taking up your time to go around and have a look at it, and then your time to quote it and whatever. And that all they're interested in is just trying to find out how much it may cost them in the future.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that there's not a way of, it's not like, because we offer free quotations, it's not something we can then go to them, we're now going to charge you for quotations, where you're using your time, your diesel, your everything to go around and have a look at these jobs. But you can't do that. That's not a done thing.
No.
Yeah.
You can't charge somebody for a quotation.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So do you have a base you work out from then? Like a warehouse or anything like that?
There's a workshop we work out of in West Malling.
Oh, right, okay.
Which, I mean, some of the stuff gets done there. I mean, when it first started off, there was a lot of stuff being made out of, I've got like a large, if you want to say, like a double garage at the back of my house. And a lot of things were being made out of there. But as things start to develop, you need a workshop. You start outgrowing.
You've got machinery on there, haven't you? Which literally cuts things perfectly.
Yeah, because we've got a CNC machine now, which is like all computer, run. And literally you just design it, push send, and away it goes and cuts it out. So it
goes and chops a tree down, comes back.
Yeah, it does. But no, it's a really good. You can't. A lot of these companies now are producing things on these CNC machines, and if you haven't got it, you're blown out the water.
And it's Instagram as well. I mean, that everyone goes, "Oh, I've seen this on Instagram. Can you do this?" And
Pinterest.
Thinking, Pinterest. Yes,
that's the major one at the moment. But it works in your favour sometimes.
Yeah.
Because if somebody can give you pictures,
you can work from that.
You can work from it. If somebody goes, and I've had this in the past, I would like this wardrobe. How would you like it? How do you think? And it's like, well, it's not my house.
Yeah.
How would you? I can't really work on that. So it can become hard. So it's got its benefits, but some people see this design and think it's going to cost them 50 quid. Where realistically that bloke spent £10,000 on that.
Yeah. All lights inside and mirrors and everything.
Yeah.
And they're like, I want that.
People tend to not realise the cost of things.
Of course.
This is the thing with it. It's a weird thing, as we were saying earlier on, with the prices of everything going up.
Because you must have quoted people like for small jobs like £100 all the way up to like thousands and thousands, right?
Yeah.
And the amount of quotes you do to the amount of work you get must be, the ratio of that must be...
Oh, it's probably 50-50.
Oh, right, that's not too bad then.
Yeah, it's probably 50-50. It's, going back to COVID, that was a lot different.
Yeah.
Pretty much you could just think of a number, double it, and, but now I'll say it's 50-50. But some of the smaller jobs have actually developed into being more, as in, you've gone there.
Back.
You've gone there for that couple of weeks or a week or whatever, and then 2 months down the line, you'll get a phone call. Could you come back and do it, or could you come back and do something else? So yeah, it's definitely not worth turning away some of the smaller work.
Yeah. Because you don't know what it's going to lead on to, right?
Exactly. You've got no idea what it leads on to. You really haven't. I mean, there's some of the jobs is, you walk out your house one day and you think, right, what's the day going to bring? And you just don't know. And you'll get a phone call, oh, can you come and have a look at this job? And you go and have a look at it. All of a sudden, you're quoting sort of like £20,000 or something.
I quite like that way because it keeps you interested in the industry that you're in as well, doesn't it? It keeps it fresh, it keeps it sort of up to date and everything like that as well. And it is nice to go out and go, what have I got today?
It keeps you on your toes.
Yeah,
it works both ways with that, though. Some days you don't know what you're going to and you think, I wish I didn't know. but no, it's, generally it's a spice of life. It's better than just going to work for the same company day in, day out. It's
fitting a door, doing the skirting, fitting a door, the skirting.
A lot more hours, though, I will say. A lot more hours. There's been many times you're sitting on a computer at like 10, 11 o'clock at night trying to get this quote across or order something. And
we know that feeling, don't we?
OnlyFans. Oh, right. You mean actually working?
If anyone wants Simon's OnlyFans page, please let me know.
Oh, right. So I think we've covered everything, Bond, didn't we?
I think so.
So that's Bond Carpentry. Have you got an email address?
I have.
Go on in.
It's inquiries.bondcarpentry@gmail.com.
Perfect. And Bond Carpentry is going to be sponsoring the Cherrywood Podcast for next year.
You're welcome.
He doesn't know that, though.
This discussion will take place after the podcast.
Oh dear. So thank you for everyone. What do I usually say now? I usually say you can watch this, comment as much as you want, even if you want to slag Bondy off.
Or Simon off.
Which I'm willing to comment.
Make it Simon.
So, say how disappointed you are with Bond Carpentry, but as long as you comment on...
He's nice, isn't he?
Freaking horrible.
As long as you comment on the YouTube, I don't mind what you say.
Well, thank you for having us anyway.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure, mate.
Yeah, I would say the same.
You're one of my oldest mates, you know that.
Take care, mate.
Yeah, where are you going now?
Yeah, I've had
enough. So, that's the Cherrywood Podcast at www.cherrywoodpro.com/podcast. Okay.
Is that first
time he's done it.
And
properly.
info at cherrypro.co.uk. If you want to send a message, go on YouTube. That's our most important page, I think, really, more than anything. And hello, everyone on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and all the others. But YouTubers, if you want to see us, that's where you'll find us. Eventually, you'll be able to see us on Spotify. Don't look at me like that. I know I'm struggling with what I'm saying.
Plugging that, though, wouldn't he?
I would like to say this get better, but this is like episode 40 now. I think it's episode 40 and I'm still just as shy. So thanks, everyone.
Note, thank you so much, everyone.
This podcast has been brought to you by Snug Dubs Camper Van Hire.
Roam the world, park anywhere.
That's snugdubs.co.uk. This podcast was brought to you today by Austin's Eatery on Station Road, Strood.
Try the Viking Challenge.